We welcome you to Calder Park Thunderdome in Melbourne, Australia for today's coverage of the MCORL Championship Series right here on Prodigy Racing Network. Host of the, interesting IFR race earlier this season that ended up with Flandre Wilson getting the win after a pretty eventful final lap turn of events. The MCRL is now taking it on here for the Down Under 400 here in Calder Park Thunderdome. We're back here on Prodigy Racing Network for online racing, that is, finally after a good 3 or so weeks. And the drivers are just getting ready to wrap up the happy hour session. So about 25 seconds we'll have the start going on for you here. We'll get to points in just a second. Take a look at our qualifying order. Not a very big entry list for today's race, as you can see. School is back in session, so it probably has something to do with that. But only 9 drivers, unless R13 racing, are going to be in this race. Victor Delgado III nabbed the pole, as he'll be starting over the 14 of, let me make sure I got this right, James Hammond. Victor Nunez, Ryan Santana, and Flandre Wilson, the defending Calder Park Thunderdome winner on PRN, is going to be starting in 5th today. Aria Carmona will be starting in 6th. LKP will be starting 7th. And a newbie coming into this one, Silas Wilmot, will be starting. He's got a couple of paint schemes he'll be showing off today. 8th place will be his starting spot. And then 9th place, Robbie Gilvin. If Arthur Xavier is starting, he'll probably be at the back. Yep, he is. He's right there, actually. So let's head down to the grid as we get prepared to start off the 13th race of Season 4. We are very sorry for the little bit of a hiatus that we took throughout the past couple of weeks, but we're back. The Calder Park Thunderdome, the track that you see right here, the 2005 version of the Thunderdome. I'm pretty sure it's changed quite a bit from this. I'm pretty sure that I don't know much about the Thunderdome, but I'm pretty sure they would have repaved it by now. There probably would have been better walls. Not really safer barriers, but I would imagine that some stuff would have changed. There's the command of fire engines here, as we already have somebody dying. That is the 26 of Victor Nunez, the guy that's on our thumbnail. Oh boy, not off to a great start. That PacSun Toyota Camry will be the one to watch because he's on the thumbnail. I'm expecting him to wreck today. So let's see, maybe he'll flip. Trevor Davis is not in this race, so unfortunately if he does flip and it was the fault of another driver, it won't be quite like the thumbnail. Under green, 4 wide to get it started for 2nd place. And Victor Delgado, the 3rd, will be jumping out to the lead. Or stay in the lead, rather, I guess. Oh, we got one on the wall. It's Victor Nunez. Flandre Wilson. We got some people airborne. Flandre Wilson goes Tony Stewart style on the back straightaway and takes out the 0-0 of Wilmot. We might have to restart this. The thumbnail happened, ladies and gentlemen. The thumbnail has happened. It wasn't Trevor Davis, but it still involved Victor Nunez. The AI predicted it. Good God, I don't even know what happened to that 26 car. He got shot. All I can remember is that he got shoved up into the wall, and that just caused an entire chain of events to happen. But the thumbnail comes true, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. I just can't believe what I just saw. Flandre Wilson and Victor Nunez cause us to go into our first restart of the day. This will be attempt 2 out of 3 for this. An 80-lap race, and how big is the racetrack? 1 mile. Just a little bit, about a mile and a quarter. So this should take us 28.960 is the record. So about 30-second laps. So that means that this should take 40 minutes, probably, barring any cautions. So, yeah, should be easy in, easy out for today's race. But that being said, you're asking a lot from the MCORL drivers. Coming up later tonight, we got IFAR. I can't quite remember the track. I will relay that to you later. Green flag back of the air, and a really bad restart on the outside for James Hammond. Finally getting his name right there, and a great block there by the 19, Ryan Santana. They should be looking at the points heading into this race. Now they're already starting to go single file. I guess it's better than the IFAR race in that regard, but man, Hammond is dropping like a fly, going toward the back. Here's the 00 right there. The only car standing between him and last place at this moment. And Victor Delgado the third. Here comes Trouble Nunez on the inside. Victor Nunez sticking to the top side here, trying to follow that Mopar or that Melling Racing Dodge wherever he can go. And so far, the Japanese power dominating the top three. Got American Muscle, but two Japanese motors right here with the 26 and the 19. And Flandre Wilson, some more American Muscle up there in the top five. Oddly enough, she's Scottish. As the Chevrolets trying to insert themselves into the battle here. But we got a caution. LPK, of course. LKP, sorry. He is around, and we're going to see what brings out our first caution. Looks to be LKP involved, and that is about it. Maybe Arya, I'm not sure. Was Arya involved? She reported the crash to Arthur. Yep, she was involved. So let's see what happened to bring out the first yellow of the afternoon. LKP. Hard lick there. Arya Carmona just comes back down the racetrack here. And let's see. Yep, the 65 kind of got into a Dale Earnhardt situation. Just kind of slid underneath the apron. Then he couldn't really control his car after that. Let's take a look here. That's LKP in the 65 car. That's that gray car with the rookie stripes right there that we're focusing on. Kind of has a bad exit. Comes onto the apron. And boom, right there. The one car nowhere for Arya to go, and then in return, Robbie Gilvin can't go anywhere. I think Arya Carmona got the worst of it, honestly. 65 spins back around, and 0 head-on collision with LKP. And, wow. Maybe sponsored by Extra White Gum, but his car is going to be anything but fresh after that. Let's take a look at the onboard view for Arya Carmona. There's a wreck in turn 2. Bet that's all their spotter had to say about that. That's really all we have to look at. Everybody's coming onto pit road. Victor Nunez. Oh, we might have to look at a different camera angle. I want to see who won that race out of pit road. There's no yellow line to speak of, so let's just pretend that this is it right here. So that means Victor Delgado would have probably won the race off pit road. Oh, Victor Nunez tried to beat Victor Delgado the third out of pit road. A very close battle as they exit the pit lane. And Robbie Gilvin's into the grass. Something's wrong with the 69 car. Doesn't look like he ran into anybody. Did he over-rev the motor? Yeah, something's seriously wrong with that 69 car. Okay, Robbie Gilvin. I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to do. Maybe he was just trying to wait to. Either he was having issues with his gas pedal if he drives with a wheel. I don't know if he does or not. If that's the case, if he's having trouble with his controller button. or if he was just waiting to see if anybody else was coming, but I'm kind of inclined to think it was a bit of a hardware issue for that 69 car. Flandre Wilson, currently your leader. I don't think she came in. Either she came in before everybody else did, or, you know, for repairs, because she was involved in that accident. No, she wasn't. I'm stupid. No, she wasn't involved. That was Arya. Thinking of the wrong girl here. So Victor Delgado is currently in second. Looks like they're going to do the choose cone here. And Victor Delgado the third. On the top side, bit of a, I don't know, bit of, just in my opinion, bit of a questionable lane to choose there. Although that's why they call it the choose cone. If it works for him, it works for him, but I don't know. Ryan Santana and Victor Nunez will make up row 2. LKP and Wilmot will make up row 3. And it looks like Robbie Gilvin and Arya Carmona would have made up row 5 if they were side by side. And here they are coming through the tri-oval. Green flag back in the air. Flandre Wilson with an amazing start there, or restart. And we're going to be coming to about 70 laps to go in the next couple laps. Side by side, Wilmot and Carmona. Carmona up into the wall just a little bit. And Wilmot, sponsored by himself, Wilmot Designs on that car for today's race. Flandre Wilson, the System Space.Link Chevrolet, losing a little bit of ground here. Here comes the number 19 car. Ryan Santana. You can't really defend Joe Gibbs Racing Power as he's going to be on the inside. And Santana looking to take the lead away. Victor Nunez on the bottom of the PacSun Toyota down on the bottom. Nunez stays on the bottom side. The 19 kind of plays with the track limits just a little bit here. We got 71 laps to go here in Melbourne. Side by side, still touching. Look how close they are back there. And it looks like Victor Nunez trying to insert himself in the battle as well. He's got a pretty good opportunity here if he can stick with it. And those engines are just ear candy. Ryan Santana in the middle here. Flandre Wilson sticking to the bottom. Victor Delgado's having a seizure. And Victor Nunez, right now he's trying to focus on getting that draft off the 19 car. He has a little bit more clean air to work with than the 19 does. Actually, no, that's not how that works. That's not how it works, I'm sorry. They're both kind of in dirty air there, but the 26 has got a lot more air to work with here. 23 car has her... Oh my goodness, they're around. Santana and Wilson, hard into the wall goes Santana. And they made contact. Is that going to bring out the yellow? Yes, it will. Caution is out for the second time today. And Flandre Wilson will be involved. That's the second time she's been in an accident today. First time in this attempt at a race. But let's take a look at the replay. Oh, Flandre Wilson got up into the wall. Ryan Santana was just collecting the pieces of it hard to hit into the passenger side of his car. And that 19 car should still be competitive, but a hard lick for Santana. Let's go on board with Ryan real quick to see just what happened and get a little bit of a closer look. And that is your points leader, Ryan Santana, caught up in the second caution of the day. Santana has a 83-point gap over Arya Carmona in the points right now. Ryan Santana has 3 wins. He's won a couple of races off of our stream. But in a couple of weeks that we haven't streamed the MCRL races. And here's going to be another battle out of pit road. This time Victor Nunez still falls short on the battle in pit road as Arya Carmona will come out. Uh-oh. Hold on, we are having some issues. I am sorry that the stream is skipping. I forgot to close my Metal app again, so that's great. Quit Metal. Okay, we're good. We're good. Everything's okay. We got another person coming into pit road. That is Robbie Gilvin in the 69 car. And here they are on the choose rule. We have 1 lap to go until the restart. They should be restarting with about 74 laps to go. Row 1, on the inside, Victor Nunez. On the top side, Arya Carmona. Row 2, we've got Victor Delgado III and LKP. Row 3, you've got, sorry, I forgot his first name, Silas Wilmot alongside Flandre Wilson. And in the final row, you've got Ryan Santana and Robbie Gilvin. So that'll be your restart. That'll be your order coming to the green flag. Buffer should be fixed. Any other lag is probably just the game. Here they come back into the restart zone. Green flag back in the air here in Calder Park. Oh, 3 wide for second place. Flandre Wilson on the top side. LKP stuck in the middle between Victor Delgado and Flandre Wilson. Ryan Santana looking opportunistic as they go through turn 2. Contact! Flandre Wilson sends the 12 around. And is that going to be a yellow? Yes, it will. Caution number 3. And then Ryan Santana loses control of the car. Kind of reminds me of Alex Bowman's accident in Texas last year. And that is going to bring out the 3rd caution of the night here in Calder Park. Flandre Wilson involved in her 2nd accident of the day. So let's see what brought out our 2nd yellow of the afternoon. And this is where it all started right here on the green flag. Ryan Santana's right there, and oh, I just kind of got her into the 12. Oh my goodness. So Ryan Santana, Flandre Wilson, and Victor Delgado involved in the 3rd caution of the day. And we're going to go on board with Ryan Santana. Come on. And then Ryan Santana loses the back end. So now we're going to go on board with Flandre Wilson. And Victor Delgado certainly got the worst of it there. That car is into pit road. Arya Carmona and Victor Nunez will lead him out of pit road. Silas Wilmot. I'm so sorry about that. Will lead us, will be 3rd out of pit road. Not quite sure who was where at the pit road battle this time. Therefore, Oh, it was 3 wide, but let's just say that the yellow line's at the end of this pit wall here. Oh, that's too close to call. Oh, no, it isn't. Flandre Wilson, Robbie Gilvin, and LKP. And then Ryan Santana out of pit road. Honestly, that was almost too close to call. Got one coming into pit road late here. That is not... Yeah, that is Robbie Gilvin. He's coming back into pit road. Kind of makes me wonder if he had a penalty. So either he had a penalty or he's just coming in to do something they forgot to do in that last pit stop cycle. So they have chosen their starting spots here. Row 1, Arya Carmona and Victor Nunez. Row 2, Ryan Santana and Flandre Wilson. Row 3 is going to be Victor Delgado III and LKP. And row 4 will be... Sorry, row 4 will be Silas Wilmot and Robbie Gilvin. Robbie has done that every single pit cycle so far. Here they are coming off of turn number 4 into the tri-oval here in Calder Park. This is our third restart of this race. Green flag back in the air. Arya Carmona with a little bit of a bad start there. Stacks up against the 19. It'll be 3 wide for second place unless Flandre Wilson not able to get onto the top side quick enough. And Arya Carmona will lead the race. Currently her points runner-up. Only has 1 win on the season. Looking for her second. The 26 will move up the racetrack. Here comes Victor Nunez to the bottom. 60 laps to go here in Calder Park. Got cars phasing in and out. Second place, 3 wide for second there for a second. And the Toyotas making themselves back in the top 3. But here comes Flandre Wilson looking for third. On board with Flandre Wilson. She's got the task of catching up to Arya Carmona, but also defending against Victor Delgado in the 12 car. And here comes Wilson to the bottom, below the yellow line. She's got a little bit of momentum here, carrying it into turn 2. Carmona riding the top side. A bit of a steep banking here at Calder Park. We got one around. Victor Nunez! Nunez around. Santana will not be able to save it. And we are under the caution cooldown. So that will not bring out our 4th caution, and the 19 is not happy with Victor Nunez. We'll have to take a look at that later. But Victor Nunez involved in an accident there. Something is wrong with the 14 car. He is out of the race, it looks like. That is James Hammond. And then Silas Wilmot is a lap down. He's the only car 1 lap down. If a caution comes out, I assume they'll give him the lucky dog here. But right now, something's wrong with LKP. He's going a little bit slower than the rest of the pack here. Oh, that's probably because he just got off the turn. I'm an idiot. I'm just an idiot. Arya Carmona, right there in the middle. Victor Delgado charging on the bottom here. Robbie Gilvin is in 4th, surprisingly. Oh. Well, I guess when 2 of your competition wreck out, I'm pretty sure that had something to do with it. But Delgado holding on strong as the only Dodge in the field. And, oh, he's into the wall as soon as I say that. Right now, the manufacturer lineup is very diverse here in the top 3. Chevrolet, Dodge, and Ford currently in your top 3. And then you got Toyota and Ford rounding out the... Toyota and Toyota rounding out the top 5. So 3 different manufacturers being represented here in the top 3. We are almost 14 laps away from the halfway point of the race here in the down under 400. And so far, Flandre Wilson running away with it. She had just over half a second gap to Victor Delgado. Let's see how much that changes here. She has lost 1/100th of a second to Delgado, so he is starting to catch up. So Flandre Wilson's got to try and make as little mistakes as she can here. Delgado has a very good entry there going into turn 4. We're coming into turn 3 into 4. Robbie Gilvin has a little bit of a draft to work with. He's off the back bumper of the 12 car. Arya Carmona seeing if she can't close the gap in that Samsung Toyota. And speaking of Arya, where is it? Not really much to talk about here, so I'm just trying to pull up the IFAR schedule. IFAR. Where is it? So IFAR tonight at 10:30. The schedule tonight will most likely be... well, shoot. Yeah, I could just check the Discord channel, but oh, we got a battle now. Victor Delgado and Flodry Wilson. This is the battle for the lead, and Victor Delgado will lead that lap. And Wilson with some serious issues here. She has fallen back into third place at number 23 car for Scarlet A3. Looking to, or A3 Scarlet, I don't know, maybe I got that one wrong. Is starting to really lose ground. And remember, she won the IFAR race here at Calder Park. Let's see if she can do that here for MCORL. Oh, into the wall goes Victor Delgado. All right, so tonight, the IFAR Premier League will be heading to Heartland Park for the United States Grand Prix. Heartland Park used to be host to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series in the 90s as a road course. It was more of a late season kind of deal for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series back in the day, but they'll be racing at that racetrack here tonight. 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, right here on Prodigy Racing Network. Robbie Gilvin looking to get the first place spot away from Victor Delgado the third. And he might do it. Here comes Gilvin on the inside. And Gilvin trying to battle with the 12 here as much as he can. 69 car might have a lot more pace to him, though. I'm pretty sure he'll lead that lap. And the game agrees with me there. Once he clears them, we're going to have to go to a commercial break here, or not really a commercial break, but you know what I meant. And Robbie Gilvin has taken the lead. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes. We're going to put you on board with Victor Delgado III while we're away. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the MCORL Championship Series here on Prodigy Racing Network. Welcome you back to Prodigy Racing Network's coverage of the MCORL. We are very sorry for that. Doesn't really look like we really missed much, hasn't it? Robbie Gilvin continues to lead the race here. Victor Delgado second. Arya Carmona third. The 00 is, that is Silas Wilmot. He is currently 4 laps down, the worst performing car in the field right now. After that, Victor Nunez. If somebody could clear up what happened to Victor. And then LKP, he's always a lap down, so I'm not going to pay too much attention to that. Flandre Wilson, Victor Delgado III, and Arya Carmona are pretty much the only competitive cars right now in the field. And then there's also... Did I say Flandre Wilson already? Oh, and the 26 has retired from the race. And Victor Nunez out of the race. And looks like LKP is making his stop here. Is there anybody else coming in? No. So with Nunez out of the race, and with Jacob Hammond pretty much out of this race too. James Hammond, I'm sorry. He's not shown up here on this thing right here, so he is out of the race. Just ignore what this says. Nunez and Hammond out of the race here. So that will leave us with 7 cars left in the race, 3 of them competitive. Once again, that is Robbie Gilvin, Victor Delgado III, and Arya Carmona. We are past halfway. I would assume Robbie Gilvin led the halfway mark. Let's go on board with Arya Carmona. Man, these races, I'm sorry, but these races with the low car counts here are pretty boring because less cars, less opportunities for there to be a battle on the track. Here comes Flandre Wilson. The IFAR race had a ton of wrecks, but this has just been kind of monotone. Especially with only 5 cars on the lead lap. Good lord. Oh, but Arya Carmona shuts the door on her there. That's 69 of Robbie Gilvin. Almost ended up losing the spot there, but he's coming down pit road anyway, so who cares? He did all that for nothing. And the side damage to the 19 of Ryan Santana, that is a pre-existing side damage, though. Remember, he was involved in that hard wreck earlier. So now we got some leaders coming into pit right now as Victor Delgado is the current leader of the race with Arya Carmona 2 seconds behind. And now Delgado is going to be taking his stop here. Should get them through for another 20 or so laps here. So far this race has lasted 31 minutes. Ow. I cracked my neck. Arya Carmona into the pit stall, just a couple rows behind him. She's taking 4 tires, I would assume. She's just now fitting her left tires here. Victor Delgado kills the pace car driver, and he's on his way. Arya Carmona will be second place coming out of pit road. Remember, coming up tonight, the IFAR Premier League heads to Topeka, Kansas for Heartland Park, of which the name of the race I forgot. So, we'll have that tonight. That'll be at 10:30, as always, right here on Prodigy Racing Network. Or not 10:30, 10 o'clock. No, 10:30. Yeah, 10:30. Now, practice starts at 10, so technically. But the stream won't start until qualifying begins, so y'all know that. Actually happy hour, because the drivers' meeting stuff that they do, and yeah. Hopefully the IFAR race is a lot more entertaining than this. Hopefully they can sustain the car counts they've had when we have been streaming their race, because they've been consistently getting 30 drivers a race this season. So hopefully we see a little bit more action in that IFAR race. We do apologize to our fans. Driver's not exactly putting on much of a show here in the second half of the race so far, although, to be fair, I mean, when you're behind the wheel, you're looking to win the race. You don't care about putting on a good show as long as you get that check. But Victor Delgado and Flandre Wilson, the closest thing you're going to get to a show right now, as they are currently battling for second right now. Robbie Gilvin, 3 seconds in front of that number 12 car, so don't expect to hear much from that first place car unless he spins or runs out of fuel, a la Jerry Cook at Monza in Season 9 of IFAR back in May. Man, I still can't remember. I kicked myself. I was working during that. No, I wasn't working. I was working. Well, I was working the day of, and I was just so tired that I didn't feel like streaming that night. And I kicked myself for it because, man, that was such. I mean, that could have been that last lap could have been incredible marketing material for the Italian Grand Prix this season, man. Oh my God. I woke up one day and decided I wanted to work at McDonald's. That made me miss the Italian Grand Prix. We got one in the grass. That is Wilmot into the grass coming into pit road. We're almost at the 20 to go mark here in the down under 400. A pretty dry race, but the drivers here appear to be having a little bit of fun. Robbie Gilvin, perhaps looking for a win this season. Or let me check the point standings, make sure he doesn't have a win. Oopsie. Yeah, I had it on the IFAR spreadsheet. Well, it's well, there's a lap car. That's something interesting, right? Wilmot Designs, unfortunately, not putting forth their money in a good car here. Oh my goodness, he's into the wall. That's not good for Silas Wilmot. So take a look at your points here. Robbie Gilvin, yes, he is gunning for his first win of the season. He's currently sitting in... That is not third place, but okay. He is sitting in fourth place right now, 151 points back from... Or sorry, 99 points back from the leader. He's currently 16 points back from Victor Delgado the third. Okay, never mind. He is... Okay, yeah, he is. No, he's not. He's sitting 3 points back from Victor Delgado the third. Really? The spreadsheet needs to be fixed, bro. The spreadsheet needs to be fixed. This is not a battle for position as far as I know. LKP is currently out and lapped down here. That being said, he's pretty much solidified 6th place at this point, unless the 00 attaches a rocket, like a jetpack, to his car, or everybody else in front of him blows up. And I don't think it'll be very interesting with with a race just between LPK and Silas Wilmot, because I mean 7 cars is pretty dry already. I mean I can't imagine what it'd be like with just 2. So Aria Carmona in 4th place. 3 seconds back from Flandre Wilson, so there's a chance that she could make a charge here. She's got that 23 car right in front of her. I mean, you can literally see her on the onboard camera. That's Flandre Wilson, that little speck about ready to enter turn number 3. So, and both drivers have a ton of clean air in front of them. They got a lot to work with here. That the number 1 car, that's your current point, or your current points runner. Yeah, runner up here in Season 9, or Season 4, sorry. Right now, she is just barely closing the gap between her and Flandre. Victor Delgado has gained some time to Robbie Gilvin. He was about 4 seconds behind Gilvin not very long ago. 15 laps to go here in Calder Park. So that should mean we're about done in about 7.5 minutes. And Victor Delgado trying to get as much speed out of the car as he can here. He's right there. Robbie Gilvin is right there in his sights. Just a little speck on his monitor right now, but he is still there. Silas Wilmot is still 8 laps down, and he is falling fast. LKP just went 2 laps down. He's got some of the best paint schemes in the field, but he's not been doing very well in the MCORL. I'm just gonna be quite blunt here. LKP has just not been doing good. I mean, he's a nice guy. He's a really, really nice guy, but fortunately, just the results have not been there for that number 65 Ford. Kind of interested what that flag is on his car. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, look at this spectator camera. And who's gonna lead the... Oh, Robbie Gilvin is gonna lead the funny lap here. Lap number 69. Robbie Gilvin, the 69 car leads lap number 69. Nice. Double nice. So good job, Robbie Gilvin, for leading the lap. That's most important. And that Exide Batteries Ford Mustang kind of supercharging his way to a win here in Calder Park if he can hold on for 10 more laps. Ryan Santana and Silas Wilmot are the cars that are kind of in his way. Wilmot with the Australian flag, I would assume. It looks like it. If it's got red stars on it, that's not the Australian flag. I see white stars, so that is Australia. Watch me be completely wrong. Yep, those are white stars. That is an Australian flag. So unfortunately, Silas Wilmot not doing very well in his home race here. So we've got a couple different nationalities being represented here. You've got, Dominican Republic, United States, Dominican Republic, United States, Scotland, and Australia being represented here in this race. Oh, we got one in the wall. The 00 loses his rear end coming off the corner, and Silas Wilmot, serious problems here in Calder Park. And the Aussie has to come down into pit road. And that's Wilmot Designs Ford. Unfortunately, I think he's looking to retire here. I'm not sure. He's got some right side damage because, of course, he does. He just smacked the wall going 120 miles an hour. And Silas Wilmot just came over the radio. The tire went. The tire completely blew on him. 2 laps to go before the point of no return. Remember, the point of no return is the 5 laps to go mark. So once Robbie Gilvin crosses the line here, there will not be any cautions. And this is the point of no return here in Calder Park. No more yellows, so if you wreck, too bad. And it looks like Victor Delgado kind of in a state of limbo when it comes to trying to catch up to Robbie Gilvin. He's gaining time, then he's losing time, then he's gaining time, then he's losing time. He's back almost 3 seconds to that number 69 car. And he's only got 5 laps to make a move here. 4 laps to make a move. Now, unless he has a Mopar, unless he has like a rocket attachment sponsored by manufactured by Mopar, he's not going to be getting up to that number 69 car anytime soon. There he is. He's just lost a couple of seconds to that 69 car. 2:99 is the gap between him and Robbie Gilvin. Let's see when he crosses the line here. 3 laps to go, by the way. And it hasn't moved at all since that last lap. Robbie Gilvin with 2 laps to go. He's got Ryan Santana in his front view here. Two to go. Robbie Gilvin has had a dominant race here in the second half. Looking for that first win. About a mile and a half to go here before he claims the first win of his season. And here we go. Coming off of turn number 4. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Or coming off the tri-oval into turn 2, I should say. Always hard to the wall there. That might give a little bit of a chance for Victor Delgado, but I think it's too little too late. Robbie Gilvin coming off of turn number 4. Gilvin has been winless all season long, but with a bit of a damaged car on his right side. Robbie Gilvin will win at Calder Park Thunderdome. Victor Delgado, the third, second. Flandre Wilson, the IFAR winner here at Calder Park, in third. So the top 3 streak stays alive for the not Scotsman. Well, I guess would Scotsman still count here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But Robbie Gilvin looks like he's going to choose to burn out on the back straightaway. Your burnout presented by Sunoco Fueling Victories. Okay, I guess he's not going to burn out on the back straightaway. Oh, I think he was just waiting for everybody to come in. Yep, he is going to burn out right here on the trial. And Ryan Santana, you better not. I don't know why Ryan thinks he deserves to burn out with him, but it's whatever. You do you. You're ruining the picture, Ryan. Thank you. Idiot. Speaking of Ryan, we do have the IFAR race coming up at Topeka's Heartland Park later tonight. He is going to do the Dale Earnhardt Jr. salute there. That's what I like to call it. My best memory of that little celebration was from Dale Jr.'s 2014 Daytona 500 win, so I call it the Dale Jr. salute, even though every driver in history has done it. And he is doing Alan Kwiecki's famous Polish victory lap. And such a sight to see. And Robbie Gilvin with his first win. I just realized this. Alan Kwiecki did this for his first career win. Robbie Gilvin, I'm not sure if this is his first career win. Certainly his first win of the season. And he will not burn out. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at... actually, hold on. I'm going to snap a picture real quick before we get going here. Snap a picture for Twitter. Just going to snap a quick picture for Twitter before we take a look at your finishing order. I promise I'll make this quick. Okay, that's perfect. That's good. That's good. I like this. The Polish victory lap and Robbie Gilvin. Now I get a chance to see what flag that is. I think that is... it's way too freaking... way too blurry. So I'm not going to even bother. I could just ask Robbie where he's from, but whatever. And there is the picture. You probably heard my Windows tone there. But let's take a look at your finishing order here for this race. James Hammond had a disco problem in his car. And what the heck is that? And Victor Nunez also retired. But Robbie Gilvin, Victor Delgado the third, and Flandre Wilson are your top three. After that, got Aria Carmona, Ryan Santana, LKP, and finishing out the... Or sorry. You got Aria Carmona and Ryan Santana not only finishing out the top five, but the drivers that finished on the lead lap. After that, LKP finishes sixth place with 2 laps down, and Silas Wilmot, just a horrible race for him, 7th place, 11 laps down. Unfortunately, Victor Nunez and James Hammond did not finish today's race. Sad for them. Coming up later tonight, it's going to be the IFR Premier League from Heartland Park in Topeka, Kansas, formerly a Craftsman Truck Series venue back in the 1990s and early 2000s. Now it plays host to the IFR Premier League. But anyway, we'll be delighted to see you at the IFR race tonight. Once again, that's coming up at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 Central, 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time, and 7:30 Pacific Time. And I'll be right here on Prodigy Racing Network. And as for that, also on Monday, the Budweiser All-Star Series goes racing for the Best of the Best Challenge, the All-Star Race. Got to make that one quick, though, because I do have my first day of football that day as well. So we'll have that ready for you on Monday afternoon. Most likely will be at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Until then, we'll see you later tonight at Heartland Park in Topeka. Robbie Gilvin wins his first race of Season 4.